I will not allow such violence from the Empire. Strike down the rebels and protect the Holy Tomb.
The crest stones are in the caskets! Open every last one of them!
The Holy Tomb must not be desecrated. Protect as many of the crest stones as you can.
I guess we're fighting over who gets those crest stones. What in the world do they intend to use them for, anyway?
Leave it to me. You were outmatched.
Sally forth!
Apologies. Yep.
Ready and willing.
You underestimated me.
Sure thing. Not too shabby.
Nobles must be strong.
I got this.
Who, me?
Stay focused.
Who, me?
Take away the crest stones. All of them.
That is enough. Do you even know what those stones are?
I'm not setting a very good example.
Leave it to me. I just worked harder. Yep. Nighty-night.
Sally forth!
That helps. This is what I do. There's...
I got this. I got this.
Won that.
Sure thing. Sure thing. Don't forget who you're dealing with.
Who, me?
Stay focused. Let the lesson begin! Each battle a chance to grow.
Ready and willing. Sorry, but victory is mine.
Who, me?
Expected.
Leave it to me. You were outmatched.
Sally forth!
Apologies.
Witness!
It's over. Yep. I'll aid you. I've got an idea.
Face it, I'm better than you.
Should I have held back?
That's the golden deer for you. I'm not done yet. I've reached the pinnacle. Thanks for that.
I got this.
helps. I just worked harder.
That is that.
Who's next? Now that feels good. It's your call. Don't hold this against me, okay? Sorry.
Nice!
That's luck. Thank you! Thank you. Should I have held back?
Ready and willing. Enough is enough! It's not luck, it's fate.
You're amazing.
Sword!
Apologies. I could use a break. Remember this service. Oh, I got it! Come on! You're irrelevant! You were outmatched. Thanks!
Aha! Don't forget who you're dealing with.
I'm beginning to understand.
That's the golden deer for you.
Who, me? I think, yeah, I'm definitely tougher. That helps.
Well done.
You're too kind. Sorry, did I hurt you? Of course I won. I don't have time for failure. Apologies. You were outmatched. Didn't you hear? I'm dangerous. You're relentless.
I'm told it's fine to kill those who resist. Now then, how shall I cook you?
Predictable!
another achievement.
Now's our chance.
Wait. No. I was just following orders. I just...
I think I've gotten stronger.
Sorry, the victory is mine.
Can I get a do-over?
Thanks for that. Progress.
Noted. Appreciated. Not too shabby.
Strength in action.
Sorry. Don't hold this against me, okay? It was a good try. Experience is everything.
As expected.
You wish to interfere? Then your life is forfeit.
So, the end has come.
Is this some sick joke? The Flame Emperor is actually Edelgard?
Sorry to trouble you.
You have disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresvelg would dare betray the Holy Church. Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
I have achieved my objective. I will retreat. Farewell, Professor. If we meet again, it will be on the battlefield. Come, Hubert.
To flee is futile, wicked girl. The Church of Seros will raise its entire army against you until you have been captured and punished. You have defiled the Holy Tomb, dishonored the goddess, and humiliated your brethren. That crime will never be erased. Even if you burn in the eternal flames and spill all of your blood into the goddess's soil. Come, Professor. Let us return and decide upon our next course of action.
I'm not exactly on friendly terms with the princess, but I do have a few questions for her. Edelgard said that the Creststones represent power. That means she knows how to use them. She almost certainly knows other secrets of Fodlan as well. Once things calm down a bit, there's a lot more that Rhea needs to tell us. I just hope there's still time. I have this strange feeling that history is being written, that an age of anarchy is upon us. Let's hope I'm mistaken.
The leaders of the Church have misused its creed to fulfill their true desire, to rule the world. They have fooled the people of Fodlan. Long ago, they divided the Empire to create a kingdom, and then divided that kingdom to create an alliance. They did all of this to make the masses bicker amongst themselves. They caused instability in order to reinforce their own authority. They gathered gold and lived in extravagance. How? By preying on the devotion of those who wished for the goddess's salvation. Those corrupt hypocrites cannot lead Fodlan to true peace. Their foul belief system must be torn asunder so that true wisdom may finally prevail. And so, I have decided, by order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, the Empire hereby declares war on the Church of Seros.
I cannot believe it. Let us recount the situation as it stands, Professor. After you returned from the Holy Tomb, the Adrestian Empire declared war upon the Church of Seros, as well as our allies. Edelgard demanded her own father relinquish the throne, and then assumed the position of Emperor. She has deemed the Church of Seros to be an evil of this world, and is calling upon the people of Fodlan to help her tear it down. I must discuss our response to this declaration with the Archbishop, after the Knights return from their investigation. Until then, watch over the students. See that they remain calm.
I heard what happened, Teach. The princess, well, the Emperor now. She really did it, didn't she? The lords and dukes of both the kingdom and the Alliance have been called out, and now have to choose between the Church and the Empire. The seed of conflict was always there, and now we find ourselves in the middle of a war that will tear Fodlan in two.
The Empire is rash, but I never thought it would come to this. How could something like this happen? I hope everyone back home is safe. I'm sure it's mass confusion at home right now. My brother must be worried sick about me.
You're absolutely right, Teach. I'm sure a lot of us are worried about our homes, but all we can do for now is prepare for battle and tread carefully.
Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. To War. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
Unforgivable! I cannot fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a violent course of action.
The fault is my own. I failed to see the wickedness within Edelgard's heart. There is no question on that front. She clearly wishes to conquer all of Fodlan. And in order to achieve her own selfish ambitions, she plotted with ill-meaning strangers and defiled the Holy Tomb. Or perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know. Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity by demonizing the Church of Seiros.
Adrestia received its very name through a divine oracle. To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven, nor forgotten. We must stop the Empire, and quickly.
I have returned, Rhea.
Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements?
Their main troops are marching towards Garreg Mach. It is said that they will join forces with Edelgard's army and arrive within 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That is not enough time. It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives.
It will be done.
Professor, listen closely. If our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield. If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you. You must have guessed it by now. The truth of who you are. Or perhaps I should say, your lost memories are surely beginning to return. I have acted all these long years as a mere proxy for you. But the duty is yours, and yours alone. Only you can lead the people of Fodlan.
Rhea, please. You must tell me all that you know. I beg of you. That one is the progenitor god. Am I correct?
In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel, one who carries the power of the progenitor god within. In time, the vessel will become one with the power contained within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world.
I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment. But I suppose there is no turning back.
I ask that you help our friend. And in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our creator rules this wayward land once more.
I am sorry, but I cannot do this. I am not certain it is just.
Brother, I believe in my professor. I wish to help, no matter the cost.
Flayn, were you eavesdropping? I understand. You owe your life to the professor, after all. And we cannot leave behind one who may be our brethren.
You have my gratitude, Seteth. And you as well, Flayn. As followers of the progenitor god, it is up to us to see our mission through.
I am sorry you could find no one but me to share your tea with. I shall endeavor to hold up my end of the conversation nonetheless. Allow me to express my deepest thanks. It warms me to my core. What? Yes. What? I may weep. What? Yes. Though my dream can never be achieved, I shall continue my futile efforts. I simply see no other course of action. I may weep. I shall take my leave now. I hope that I have not wasted too much of your time.
Was there ever any doubt?
Professor!
Maybe.
Well, I'll be.
Hello there. This one, yes? 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 Thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. Please come again.
Empire raised an army. Even I couldn't have guessed it. War is profitable, but dangerous. I really don't like seeing people I care about out there mixed up in all this. Hey, how about a favor?
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Professor.
Claude, are you aware of the most recent conflict within the Alliance?
Hello to you too, Lawrence. And you'll have to be more specific. The Alliance is always bickering over one thing or another.
Margrave Edmund is raising objections over the assignment of his troops to the eastern defenses.
If you please one noble, another will only gripe. No matter what happens, there will always be conflict.
That is just the kind of lackadaisical attitude that causes more conflict among us than necessary. Now, listen to me carefully. House Edmund may not hold much land, but the land they do control is quite rich. They also maintain a thriving port. Their influence is poised to rival even the most powerful players in the Alliance. Yet they claim they cannot spare a fair share of troops? Do you find it acceptable to let such an obviously unreasonable objection stand?
It's not as though the threat of Elmira to the east has proven all that threatening of late.
Such negligence! What makes you so certain the Elmirans will not attack us tomorrow? If certain dukes hold back their proper share of support, it will only serve to weaken House Goneril's hold of our eastern flank.
Calm yourself. I am well aware that the financial situation of House Edmund is quite exceptional. However, what you fail to realize is that they're lacking in troops. They're not lying when they say they don't have that many to spare. As it were, the Elmirans have been nothing but peaceful since we refortified Fodlan's Locket. And are you aware that Margrave Edmund paid the majority of the costs for those repairs?
Is that so?
In fact, it's largely thanks to the skilled craftsmen he assembled that the fortress is now so impregnable. I, for one, wouldn't want to attack a fortress as formidable as that.
I do see your point. If House Edmund has already made its fair contribution, then that is all we can ask. Very well. I withdraw my objection. But even the sturdiest fortress needs soldiers to defend it. If we continue to squabble amongst ourselves, it will eventually fall.
Well, and here I thought he only cared about status. Still, if someone like him really came to lead the Alliance, it would not bode well for Elmira. Marianne, please accept my apologies for my behavior yesterday.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Asking you about your family like that was pretty insensitive of me. No matter how curious I am, that's no way to treat someone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You weren't being insensitive. I just didn't want to talk about it. I don't spend much time talking about myself. Not to people, anyway.
If not people, then with who? Unpeople? Non-people?
Well, yes. I'm much more comfortable talking to anyone who isn't a person.
I was actually joking, but now I'm mystified. Who is it you like to talk to?
Dorte the horse.
Ah, of course. Good old Dorte. And does he understand what you tell him?
We understand each other. He tells me when he's sleepy, or when his stomach hurts, or if his nose itches.
Sounds like a complainer, that Dorte. But let's table this fascinating discussion for just a moment. Now that we've gotten in some small talk, I'd like to know what you're hiding. You are hiding something, right? Your lineage, perhaps?
No.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If it's all just idle gossip, that's fine too. But if it's something silly like, my ancestors were cursed, therefore I'm cursed, you should know that I won't accept that nonsense. That sort of thinking is stupid, and that's all there is to it. Say your ancestors were thieves. Does that make you a thief, even if you've never stolen a thing? Of course not.
But people have burdens to bear from the moment they're born. My burdens are so big that I'm sorry, I can't discuss this anymore.
People certainly are born with burdens. She's right about that. But Marianne, don't you know that you can choose not to carry them?
Tell me, Marianne, do you have a love of flowers?
Well, I don't dislike them.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like me to show you?
I think I would rather stay. It would be for the best if you kept your distance from me.
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest and present them to you. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely handkerchief you've got there. Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined sensibility. If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble, there is no doubt in my mind.
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have it.
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself. I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common. I have to go.
Such beauty. And yet, with just a little polish, she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort. I wonder. Indeed, I shall make it my mission to awaken her beauty. There is nothing that I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, cannot do. Ah, there's yet another option.
Lawrence, what are you doing?
Oh, hello, Hilda. I'm using these pieces to represent soldiers on the battlefield. This will allow me to better visualize concepts of strategy.
Very good. Is it fun?
Oh, it is utterly engrossing. Look, swap out just certain pieces for others, and the board completely changes. Then, even considering the same types of units, employing different individuals calls for a new set of plans.
Oh, I see. Or I kinda see. It's hard for me to grasp really complex things like this.
Nonsense. It's thanks to your many requests that I've been adapting my fighting style of late. Working to accommodate you has convincingly shown me how essential it is to rethink tactics on a continual basis. After all, the risk of getting hurt is greatly reduced if you are prepared for any situation. So now I will be ready for anything.
Lawrence, you're so wonderful, I'm at a loss for words. I'm not just saying that to flatter you either. Honestly.
Tell me something, Hilda. Did you make all of these ludicrous requests of me purely so that I might have the opportunity to develop myself? Because if so, I am deeply moved. Thank you for caring so thoughtfully and passionately for my personal growth.
You're welcome.
If you will permit me to return the favor, I do have one request to make of you. Will you hear me out?
I'm not usually one for fielding requests, but I can make an exception in your case, I suppose.
I would be so pleased to have the opportunity to observe you in action, in the heat of battle. Would you be so kind as to oblige me?
Oh, very well. You've convinced me. But if it gets too intense, you'll help me out, right? Whoa! Easy there, big guy. I'm fragile, you know.
Stand back, Hilda. I've got this.
for the help, Balti. Are you okay?
What, this? It's nothing. Oh!
Ouch! You didn't have to do that, you know. I didn't ask you to get yourself beaten up. If I thought I might have to break a sweat, I'd have gotten out of there myself.
I know, but I can't help but worry when I see you in a tight spot. Holst told me to keep an eye on you and all. It's the least I can do.
Huh. I didn't realize you were still in touch with my brother.
No, this was ages ago. Told me if anything happened to him, it was up to me to look after you.
What could possibly happen to Holst? He's indestructible.
True, but what would he think if I let you get hurt when I could have saved you? Not on my watch, pal.
Ha! Good point. He'd kill you.
It's a real concern. I may be the renowned king of grappling, but I still wouldn't want to take on Holst.
He'd tear you to pieces. But if you did get killed trying to protect me, Holst would be crushed. Not as crushed as if something happened to me, but still, he'd be broken up about it.
Maybe so. But in that case, at least he wouldn't think I'd messed up. As much as I believe in Holst, he also believes in me. Because of that, I won't ever let him down. And on that note, even if you think I'm in over my head, don't worry about it. I'd like for you to believe in me too.
I can't stop worrying about you on command. That's not how worrying works.
Fair. But I do what I do because I want to. If it lands me beneath the dirt sooner than later, well, save your tears for my funeral.
Ugh, I hate when people talk about death like it's no big deal. Try to keep your stupid heart beating, all right?
What's all this? Ha! I knew it! Would you look at that? It's gold! Some poor sap just left it here for me to find. I'll be taking this then.
You think the whole world is your collection jar. Unbelievable.
Sorry about that. Look, I feel awful. Please don't twist up your face like you're suppressing a disappointed sigh. How about I use this gold to buy you something nice? A sweet treat, perhaps? Yeah?
I don't eat contraband sweets. Are you trying to get me locked up again? Give back the money or don't. It's none of my business. Either way, keep me out of it.
As you wish, milady. Straight to the fun fund it goes. Drinks don't buy themselves, unfortunately.
That might make for a fun night or two. But what about all the money you owe? If you're going to keep this, you should apply it to your debts before a bounty hunter gets a hold of you.
This gold wouldn't even make a dent. It's chump change. Better to drink it than waste it. In any case, when I'm dead, I'm dead. When that happens, none of this will matter anymore. I'm not gonna worry about what I can't control. I've got better uses for this gold in the meantime.
I don't understand how you can be so reckless. It's as though you want to get killed. Meanwhile, if I lose control for even a moment, monsters will eat me for dinner.
Hearing you say that so casually feels like a bad omen. It's unsettling, that's for sure.
Sorry, is that too morbid for you? You just told me when I'm dead, I'm dead.
And it's true. For me, not for you.
And why is that?
Because all of this mess I'm drowning in is my own fault. Every bit of it. You can't say the same. I'm in trouble because I borrowed, drank, and fought too much. All my own choices. That means it's on me to take responsibility and accept the inevitable outcome.
So, since it's in my control to keep the size at bay, I don't get to relax ever?
Not quite. I'm saying that it isn't your fault, so you shouldn't have to bear that burden alone.
That's a nice sentiment, but people are hardly lining up to share this burden with me. Talk is cheap. Everyone knows it's all over the instant I sigh.
Huh. I have a habit of not saying the right thing to her. Not much I can do about... Hey! It's more gold! Go ahead and join your buddies in my pocket, pal.
You know, Professor, I'm glad that I came to the Officers' Academy. I feel accepted here. I've learned so much. Honestly, I'm surprised at how much I've grown. So, I will not let the Academy be destroyed. It's important to me, and I will protect it. I feel braver just hearing you say that, Professor. We're gonna win this, Professor.
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Something to report. Unexpected, isn't it? Apparently, this is the first time Garreg Mach has been invaded in its whole 995-year history. It's my job to protect this gate, so even if enemies come in droves, I will never let them through. I hope we both survive. Let's battle with all our might and pray we win this thing.
To think that the Flame Emperor was Edelgard all along. Flame's abduction? Geralt's murder? The turmoil in Remire Village? Whether or not she was the mastermind behind what happened, it at least seems like she was involved. And yet she was able to remain so composed while she was enrolled at the Officers' Academy.
What does war with Edelgard mean for us, Professor? And why does she even want that? I wonder why she'd think that. That's how it always goes, I guess. You never realize something can't be undone until you've done it.
The most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous emperor, my father included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances. They must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
I hear the Alliance's territory will be in danger if we don't get rid of these Empire guys. If the Alliance is in danger, that means my sister's in danger too. There's no way I'm gonna allow that. It doesn't matter how many guys they throw at us. I'll beat them all. These muscles aren't just for show. But first, I gotta get some food.
Oh.
Okay.
I am owing big debts to Duke Garrett of the Empire. He is the Minister of Affairs that are foreign. He is a friend of Edelgard. He is to her side. What should I be doing?
What the?
His Highness calls for the head of Edelgard. For me, that is cause enough to fight. The hatred of His Highness is also my hatred. Any other feelings I may have are irrelevant. And if Edelgard was responsible in any way for the tragedy of Duskur, that is something I cannot ignore. If that is the case, then she is my enemy.
Professor, I guess it's easy for me to say this now. I'm so glad I'm from the Alliance. I had no idea Edelgard was so scary. And Dimitri seems totally different than before. I wouldn't bend a knee to either of them. Well, I definitely don't hate him. He rarely takes things seriously. But somehow, I just know we can always rely on him. Well, if we're forced to protect this place, our future's going to be dark no matter what.
The Empire's aggression cannot stand. But if we are going to attack them now, we must be honest with ourselves about our chances of success. It goes without saying that I will fight the Imperial Army with everything I have for as long as I am able. But House Gloucester's territory is adjacent to Imperial lands. Let us proceed with caution.
Once the Imperial Army reaches the monastery, we'll have no choice but to fight.
What's going to happen to us? I believe you. With the Knights on our side, and especially with you, Professor, I know we can do this!
Maybe. Things must be pretty crazy in Fargus about now. My father must be beside himself. I don't get it. Why did Edelgard make enemies with the nobles? Ideals she believed in so much, she was willing to start a war over them? Those must be some lofty ideals, to say the least.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? Who knew the kid had it in her? I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win. But would it really be okay for Edelgard to win?
Professor, what actually happened last month? I can't keep up at all. Edelgard is the Emperor, and she's declared war against the Church? So now we're at war? What is going on? I really don't understand any of this. What should I do?
Dear me.
Hello.
Those who serve the Church must cast aside all selfish desires and devote themselves fully to their beliefs. But is it right to wield piety as a weapon? I have never considered such things before. The Church, I have always done what I thought best to save the people of Fodlan.
Okay. The Empire is moving quickly. Edelgard must have been preparing for this for a while now. If you really think about it, she must have been planning for this even before you got the Sword of the Creator. Of course she was always a step ahead of us. We were blinded by the Ball and the Battle of the Eagle and Lion and everything else. I refuse to go down like this, though. So let's do something about it. What do you say? It's you and me, Teach. We've got this.
What is Edelgard even trying to achieve? She wants to destroy the church so badly that she'll take on anyone who doesn't fall in line? I don't get it. I just can't believe she'd start a war over it, not to mention using such nasty tactics to get her way. Could Captain Gerald's death have also been a part of her plan? Don't you go and die on me, Professor. Captain Gerald would never forgive you.